What's up, guys? It's Mr. Lee Redmond here with episode number 2 of the career mode series. I've now completed the first section of games, or the first 9 games, because it actually turns out to be a lot less than I thought it was. So let's get straight into it. Or what I actually do first, guys, is explain how I'm going to sort of do this series. I'm still, to be quite honest, a little fuzzy on how long I'm going to actually do this series. I'm not quite sure whether I want to manage in every country, or if I want to maybe just get to the Champions League or win the Champions League or something like that. So I'm not quite sure. I might even just put a time limit on it. Let's say 30 seasons or something like that. I'll probably say something like that and get bored after like 5 or something, knowing me. But with regards to jobs, I will obviously, if I get the sack, there's not much I can do. But what I'm going to do with regards to others is it's not very often that I actually move jobs to a better club, mainly because I normally get a sack, to be quite honest. But I'm going to try and refrain moving jobs. I won't do it very often, like once a season, like the Journeyman series. I think I'll carry on as much as I can for that one team. What I would do is, if I actually win everything I can with that team, that is actually when I'll leave. So once I've won everything, I will see out my contract and walk away when they actually offer me a new contract, and then I can go from there and see what happens. It would be nice to actually maybe manage in each country, but considering that's 9 countries, that could be a bit nuts. And it's just basically just to see what I can do over the amount of seasons. Who knows? I may not win any trophy, which would be really bad, to be fair, if I do like 30 seasons and win absolutely jack shit. But there you go. But let's see. I think what I'll do is, in the next episode, guys, I will confirm exactly how I'm going to work this out. 30 seasons sounds a little interesting, and that could take me a while, especially if you consider I'm actually doing 2 other series, so I'm doing bits at a time. So a season could actually take me about a week to do. I've had a little bit of a problem recording this episode, well, not this episode, but recording my second episode from my Bristol City story. I just could not get it go. I just could not get it sorted. I was just all over the shop recording, and I don't actually know why. So I'm trying to get at least one episode, maybe either one episode per series or one episode recorded a night, maybe one episode from each series. I don't think that's going to happen much apart from weekends, but I think I'm going to try and at least get one episode done, recorded, and then previous episodes uploaded and stuff like that. But in the next episode, guys, I will actually confirm exactly how I'm going to do this, so we'll have to tune in for that one. So let's get into the details here. Let's go to the transfer centre first. Didn't really do much, or I did. Oh no, basically nothing's happened since last time, which I completely forgotten, to be fair, because I have actually been doing the Bristol City file and my unemployment file. That one's now been done, so I haven't actually played this one much today. So let's go into the fixtures. As you guys remember, I actually did the 2 games in the Serie C Cup, which I managed to get through. It's not gone too badly. As you can see, I started very well. I drew with Aprilia in the Serie C Cup, and then absolutely destroyed them in the league, 7-0. Marco Fiore, the loan signing, the one loan signing that I needed for the first team, put me in front with a penalty in the 22nd minute. 6 minutes later, Richella made it 2-0. And then 3 minutes later, Cesare got his first of the game to put us 3-0 up on the half-hour mark. Scoring wasn't done there in the first half. A minute into added on time, Cesare doubled his tally to make it 4. In the second half, he then got his hat-trick in the 56th minute to put us 5-0 up. 9 minutes later, Marco Fiore got his second of the game to put us 6-0 up. And then to complete the scoring, in the 85th minute, Cesare got his 4th of the game, and we ended up winning 7-0. What a start to the season. 19 shots to 5 in my favour, 8 on target to their 5, and I had 51% possession, so 7-0 seems a bit of a harsh score, to be quite honest, against them. Not surprising that some of their players actually got frees, to be honest. Then followed that up with another high scoring game, a 4-4 draw against Meffley. I kind of did cock this up a little bit, to be fair. Pambianchi put us 1-0 up in the 24th minute. 3 minutes later, Cardinali pulled it level for them. 5 minutes later, Richella then got us a second goal to put us 2-1 up, obviously. Stupid comment. Agostinon then put us 3-1 up within 60 seconds, and we went in 3-1 at half time. Murator pulled Melfi level, not level, or they pulled it back to 3-2 in the 53rd minute. Then with 10 minutes to go, Gianmarco Cara pulled them level and was really annoying with only 10 minutes to go. However, Marco Fiore got his third goal in 2 games to put us 4-3 up with 7 minutes to go. We weren't able to hold on, as Kerry then got his second of the game to make it 4-4, and we went on to draw 4-4. 25 shots to 10 in my favour. I had 11 on target to their 6, and they had 56% of the possession. Obviously, it's really annoying to actually come away with a 4-4 draw. We then drew 2-2 against Gavarona. Apologise to anyone for everyone for the announcements of the teams. I'm not too bad normally with team names, but Lower Leagues is a little bit of a pain in the butt. Sebastiano Maiano put Gavarona 1-0 up in the second minute. By the 15th minute, it was 2-0 as Morano got his second of the game. But Cesare pulled one back for us 10 minutes before half time to give us a chance of getting something out of the game. We did get something out of the game as Cavallaro pulled us level in the 57th minute. However, we weren't able to take any more chances. Thankfully, Gavarano weren't either, so we ended up drawing 2-2 in the third game of the season. They had 17 shots to my 12. I'll swap that round. I had 17 shots to their 12, 9 on target to their 6, and they had 56% of the possession. We then followed that up with our first defeat in the league on the game, a 1-0 defeat at Poggibononzi, I think is how you say it. This was typical Football Manager crap here. They had a player injured in the 34th minute, but I didn't actually score, which normally happens the other way around. Thankfully, though, I had a player injured in half time. I say thankfully, I had a player injured, but thankfully they didn't score straight after. And then they had another player injured in the 65th minute. However, Scardina put them 1-0 up in the 69th minute. Even though we did have a couple of chances, we weren't able to pull it level and ended up losing 1-0. No, I don't want that, I want that. They had 21 shots to my 15, 14 on target to my 2, with 58% of the possession. So we did quite well to keep it down to 1, to be quite honest. There, obviously, it was a bit annoying only having 2 shots. We then beat, oh god, here we go, Tutusueo, I think is how you say it, 3-2 in the league. Richella put us 1-0 up in the 10th minute. Then a mad 5 minutes as Ferretti pulled Tutusio level in the 31st minute. Agostinon put us 2-1 up 2 minutes later. 3 minutes later, however, Ferretti equalised again for Tutusio, and we went in 2-2 at half time. Thankfully, though, Cesare scored another goal, and about his 7th or 8th this season, with 20 odd minutes to go, and we were able to hold on to take the 3 points. I had 28 shots to 15, 11 each on target, and then we had 55% of possession. I mean, how often have you seen both teams over double figures for shots and over double figures for shots on target? Not very often, I think. We then went into the Serie C Cup first round against Alto Adige. I was actually happy with this result. As you will see, Alto Adige went 1-0 up in the 12th minute through Corazza, and then 16 minutes later, Ekuban made it 2, and then with 10 minutes to go before half time, they made it 3-0. So I was 3-0 down inside 35 minutes. However, we mounted a massive comeback as Richella in the 52nd minute pulled us back to 3-1. With 7 minutes to go, Richella pulled it back to 3-2, and then 4 minutes later, Marco Fiore equalised for us. So we came back from 3-0 down and 3-1 down with only 7 minutes to go to take it to extra time where there's no more goals, and then we went on to win on penalties 6-5. Only Venucci missing for us, and Gruber and Rebin missing for Alto Adige, and we went through to round 2. We then lost the final game of the section, losing to Casertana 3-1. This was also live on the TV. Morano put them 1-0 up in the 9th minute. Antonazzo made it 2 on the 12th minute, so again we were 2-0 down inside 15 minutes. Richella then pulled one back for us on the half-hour mark, and we went in 2-1 down at half-time. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any goals back, and then Saratana made it 3 with 3 minutes to go, and we were just unfortunate not to actually get anything, because we did have a couple of chances at 2-1, weren't able to make them count. Despite the stats, it was 15 shots to 10 in their favour. They had 12 on target to my 3, and they had 55% of the possession. We then followed that. Oh my god! We then followed that up with a 3-1 win against Aversa Nemanja. Cesare put us 1-0 up in the 29th. No, he actually equalised for us, because Luca Orlando in the 26th minute put Aversa 1-0 up. Cesare equalised 3 minutes later, and we went in at half-time 1-1. In the 63rd minute, Cesare doubled his tally for the game to put us 2-1 up. And then within 5 minutes, a Marco Fiore penalty put us 3-1 up. Cesare did get injured in the 77th minute, so there was a potential for a goal after the injury, but there wasn't to be. We held out and took the 3 points. 19 shots to 10 in my favour. I had 12 on target to their 2, and they had 55% of the possession. We then followed that up with a 0-0 draw at Sozena. There was a decent game because they were top at the time, so I was able to take a point off the league leaders. I had 12 shots to their 6, 5 on target to their 2, and I had 54% possession. Then followed that up with a resounding 6-3 win in the Serie C Cup second round. Gislo, I think is how you say it. I really want to say Gigolo, but it's not. I think it even might be, to be fair. Giuseppe Gilo put us 1-0 up in the 27th minute. He then made it 2 minutes later, and then 7 minutes later he completed his hat-trick, a 9-minute hat-trick to put us 3-0 up, and put us into good stead going to half-time. Apologies, guys. Sebastian Petrescu did pull one back for Forley, I think is how it is, with 2 minutes to go. So we went in 3-1 at half-time. Filosa put us 4-1 up in the 50th minute. 8 minutes later, Bonacci pulled one back for Forley to make it 4-2. However, Gilo wasn't finished there, as within 60 seconds he'd got his 4th goal of the game to put us 5-2 up. Maggiani, I think is how he put it, pulled one back for Forley to make it 5-3 in the 77th minute. However, 4 minutes ago, Agostino made it 6, and we went through to round 3, which is where I wanted to get to after looking at the details. But check out that, 31 shots to 18. I had 14 on target to their 7 and 51% of the possession, and they actually had 4 corners up to my none. So I'm through to the 3rd round, and I'll show you the group in a second. My final game of the section was a 1-0 winner home to Cerreto. A Dario Vinici goal in the 27th minute gave us the lead. We didn't look back, and thankfully we held on to the 3 points to make it 2 wins in 2 games, including the cup. They had 18 shots to my 10. We had 6 each on target, and they had 60% of the possession. So for me to 1-0, that was a pretty decent result. So that was the end of the section, guys. Let's get straight into the league. As you can see, I am in 6th, which is one of the promotion places. I've won 4, drawn 3, lost 2, 21 goals, scored 13 conceded, 15 points. I think I haven't actually checked this out, but I do believe I remember reading somewhere that they're doing a revamp of the C divisions, which is why 8 teams go up, because no teams go down from Serie C1 for some reason. So that makes me think it is a revamp of the divisions. Maybe it goes to less divisions or more divisions. I'm not quite sure how it works. We'll have to find out after the season's done. So that's how it is happening in the league at the moment. I am in the promotion place, and it's going to be a bit difficult. It would be difficult if you're one of the decent sides to actually miss out on Europe, not on Europe, on a promotion place. I probably shouldn't say that because I'm going to mess it up badly now, but there you go. So in the Serie C Cup, I have got Frosinone and Lecce. Now Lecce is going to be fun, I have to admit. Me and Frosinone actually get the first game. There's Frosinone and Lecce in the second game, and then I go to Lecce to round off the group in December. Finance wise, I've only got 22,000 in the bank and will be actually 1.7 mil in debt at the end of the season, which is fantastic. In the league, I forgot to show player stats. Not surprising to see Cesare is my leading goal scorer and the league's leading goal scorer. However, I believe he is injured. Yep, he's out for the rest of the season. 8 to 10 months. Fantastic. Didn't actually realise it was that bad. However, Gilo has actually started well in the league, in the cup at least anyway. So hopefully he can get me some goals. But yeah, that is it for the section, guys. Leave some likes and leave some comments. Subscribe, would really appreciate it. Tune in next time for the halfway stage, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, it is the end of the new year. So tune in then, guys, for the halfway stage. Let's hope we can still be in the promotion place when that comes around. But until then, guys, take it steady.